Oops. Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. It's Mark here from the newly formed Hoosier Geeks. Please meet the rest of the Hoosier Geeks right now. Hey, we are here to do fun things and play clicky dice rocks, math rocks, D&D for charities because we do things for Extra Life. Extra Life is a fine program. All of the money collected from Extra Life. Got new follower. Hi, follower person. Dutch MJ.
Ooh, Dutch.
Thank you for the follow.
Sounds exotic.
Right? And anyway, we are doing this for Extra Life. If you donate to the Extra Life link at the bottom of our page, all of the money goes directly to our local hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. That money goes to provide care for those who cannot afford it, provides research money into childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services to help kids be kids while they face scary stuff in the hospital. It's a great program. You should really check it out. Please consider giving if you can. It's that time of year again. So, actually it's always that time of year for sick kids, right? Anyway, again, this is a new venture for us, Hoosier Geeks. This is our new channel. So if you would, please, consider following, clicking all the things, joining the social medias there, that sort of stuff. We've got a nice Discord. You can pop in and chat about geekly, what's the word I'm looking for? Pursuits, geekly pursuits. I like that one.
Nerd stuff. Nice.
Yeah, nerd stuff. Movies, books, 3D printing, role playing, whatever, corset making. I don't care what you do.
Role playing, 3D printing. I mean, whichever. Some of us are posers. That's okay.
All right. Anyway, what we are here for tonight is starting our live play of Curse of Strahd, a classic D&D module from yesteryear that has made a resurgence, but is, still one of the favorite D&D modules of all time. And no one here has been through it, apparently. So here we go. Let's see. I am Mark, your dungeon master person, also known as Cold Menace, if you see me on Twitch or wherever. And let's talk to our crew here. Wait, Mac has a beard.
Yes.
Yes. Mac does, in fact, have a beard, right? How weird is that?
You've never seen my face.
It's even weirder to me. He has a kid.
I have one of those, too.
You have Spawn.
Anywho, let's talk to our crew. Tonight we have, we'll start with Ed right there. Ed, tell us about yourself and who you're playing.
Hi, Ed Hessick, also known as the dreaded D20. Longtime listener, first-time caller. I'll be playing Anker Ironsoul, who is a fun concept, and you'll get to see more, but is essentially like an AI that keeps getting rebooted into a new body, and it's leading to, a moral degradation of his soul or therein. So it should be fun. Got to walk that fine line, but longtime gamer, and these are my friends, and I'm excited to play with them for charity. On to you. Don, you're it.
Wait, what? Okay. Hey,
What?
I'm Donald Dixon. They call me Chonky Twiz on Twitch. I'm going to be playing Scent of Winter, who is a tabaxi rogue that likes stabbing and clawing things.
Khajiit has knives if you have blood.
That is correct.
All right, let's go up to Brian.
Hey, I'm Brian. I don't know about the friends. That's a bit of a strong term. I just sort of wandered in here. I'll be playing Liam Bogwood, a Furbolg cleric, who really just kind of wanders around from the woods, and hopefully he'll have some fun things to say and not help with these guys.
You want to not help?
No, not Don anyway. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Every party has to have a boat anchor.
I'm always here to weigh you down, Don.
All right, well, if we're going in this order, Mac, you're up.
Yeah, I'm Mac. I will be playing Teloch, a wood elf druid. I've never played a druid. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm excited to try it out.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. All right, Peter.
My name is Peter. I'm playing Lothar Garrock, a Goliath barbarian who is incredibly vengeful due to his scary past. though raising himself, he has become very, very strong, very good survival instincts. Again, this is like Andrew, something I haven't played before, so we'll see how it works out.
Oh yeah, and then my dude adopted Peter's character, so
Yeah, it's my new dad.
Okay, that's disturbing. Bob, you're up.
Very, very disturbing. You adopted a giant dude.
yeah, we just
I'm-
found him there.
Hey, Clifford
I'm
the big
playing-
red dog.
I'm Zeen Tafelberry, a gnome wizard who wanted to be an entertainer, but had wizardhood thrust upon him from a great grandfather. Dresses very colorfully and is trying to figure things out and study to become a better wizard.
Okay. Nicely done, everyone. All right, so this is a charity game. So here's how it's going to work. Right below my picture, you'll see some dollar amounts. Should you donate any of those amounts to Extra Life, you will get the yeah, don't do that.
Those
you will
words.
get the effect listed by the text there. So $1 gets a twist of fate. I'll either be nice or evil to someone, depending on your choice. $5 gives them advantage or disadvantage on a roll. $10 gets a re-roll completely. $20 gets a guaranteed crit. $25 gets a single-use magic item. $100 gets a permanent magic item. And $1,000 lets you choose a random legendary bad guy to come and eat the entire party. Because if someone donates $1,000 for the kids, we will just roll new characters and try again.
Then we did our jobs.
Right,
poorly.
exactly. Okay, so let's get into this thing here. We're gonna what? He's one of my. Oh, is this who is? Am I supposed to know Dutch MJ?
Yeah, it's my friend.
Okay.
She came to one of the other Extra Life streams we did
Oh,
a couple
okay, cool.
weeks or months ago. Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, welcome back then. Okay, so here's how it's going down. I believe Lothar and Teloch are together, but you are all find yourself traveling to the town of Daggerford on the Sword Coast of the Forgotten Realms. You've been traveling all day, all separately, as I understand it, and it's starting to get pretty dark. And you're all probably several hours yet outside of the town of Daggerford and getting, shelter for the evening. It is starting to get very dark. It's cooling off quite a bit as well. And so at this point, it's going to be a couple hours so you can get to town. So what is everyone going to do? Do you want to continue traveling? Are you going to camp? And this is, I assume Lothar and Teloch will agree on something since they're together, but
So are the rest of us as a traveling group, or
no,
we
you
independently?
are all traveling independently.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm camping.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done
gonna-
with the camping.
I'm going to summon my unseen servant to set up camp,
Okay.
and then set up my camp.
You said we're on the coast.
You're
So
heading
what's
towards
the area around
you
us
are
like?
heading towards a city on the coast. So
Okay,
you are
okay,
not
okay.
there yet, but you are moving.
Well, we'll decide a general area for camp, and then I'm gonna go get wood. Gather wood for fire.
Okay.
Nice.
Liam, Scent, what you got? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll be looking for camp near the nearest people I can annoy.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
talk.
there's no one around you at the moment. But,
Oh man, I'm
No
real
one to
lonely.
annoy.
So
Scent, what do you at?
I think Scent is just going to find the largest tree that looks like it can support his weight and just climb up in the branches and make camp there.
Okay. And Anker.
I'm traveling in the back of a wagon having just woken up in this new body, and I'm laying there contemplating my fate and how I have no idea what happened or what I was doing prior to here or where I'm at now. And I'm just trying to recall what iteration of waking up this is and what iteration of a new body this is, since I have to restart this process.
Okay.
I do nothing to summon suspicion that I am awake in this new body that is not mine, but is mine, in whatever cart I'm in, going wherever we're going.
Everybody else hears crickets, right?
Yes.
Does anybody
I have that effect on people.
Does anybody smell burnt toast? Okay, so Anker, you continue to ride along in your wagon. I assume you're not driving the wagon if you're laying down in back of it.
No, I am not driving the wagon.
Okay.
He is the wagon.
All right, I don't really know where the music's coming from. It sounds like Zeen has decided to play music for
Nope, I play bagpipe music. I'll tell you when I play bagpipe music.
It wasn't. Let's do this.
You are attacked by random music.
Right? Okay.
Does a 28 hit?
As you all settle in for the evening, you notice that the temperature begins to drop quite a bit. Having been warm through the day, it's a little odd. You haven't noticed any sign of inclement weather coming or anything, but the temperature does drop, and a patchy fog begins to form. And as you all bed down, digging yourself under blanket rolls and things, and lay down by fire if you've gathered firewood and stuff, the fog begins to thicken, and it seems like it's going to be like really foggy in the morning. Is anybody doing anything else before heading off to sleep or continuing to ride in a wagon?
I wonder if I just lay here, if I'll fall asleep and wake up in yet another body. Oh boy.
I cast alarm around my camp,
Around your camp? Okay.
and then I play music to myself to keep the bad guys away.
Okay. You're going to do that all night or?
No, I go to sleep.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm actually going to not fall asleep. Instead, the sudden fog makes me a little bit more awake and alert. So I'm going to go find a large stick and grind it up against a rock to make a spear out of it, just in case.
Okay.
He's got it. I'll fall asleep.
Okay. Well, depending on if you fall asleep, you obviously don't notice. Those of you still awake notice that the fog just continues to thicken, and it gets really dark. I mean, like the moon that had been somewhat visible is just obscured by the fog. That's just getting super soupy. You don't see anything else happening. I mean, it's getting really foggy. Assuming that any of you do sleep, I don't think soft music and bagpipes go together. You're probably right. If you, those of you that have gone to sleep, you don't notice, except that, you probably wake up a few times in the night feeling a little chill and damp. And you notice that it's getting really foggy. The night passes, and hey, Terra's Moon, yo, fellow Hoosiers, yo, thanks for joining.
Bonjour.
Right. Okay. Anyway, things get colder yet, and the fog feels. I don't know, it feels ominous to you. Like you don't see anything going on. It seems like just fine, but it really is ominous for some reason. You go through the rest of the evening, and as you all are rousing yourselves for the next morning, you note that it doesn't really seem much like morning. Like you think the sun may be up there somewhere, but it is completely obscured by fog. So everything is just sort of a silvery gray color.
Oh, great. It's going to be a stormy day.
The wagon I was in the back of, with whoever owned said wagon, not that I would expect you to really know, but are they anywhere to be found? I sit up and take an assessment of my surroundings.
Yeah, the driver's still there. Seems to be trudging along through the fog.
Has he noticed anything about the fog? Is he indicating that this is not normal?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably throwing out the, "Hey, something ain't right about this fog" kind of thing.
I speak for the first time, awake, like startling him. I would agree with that assessment. Apparently, I am a fully functioning and equipped Warforged, set for the rapid disassembly of organic entities. Who are you, and where are we going?
I'm Clarence, and we're heading for Daggerford, but I don't even know if we still are.
Daggerford. I am not familiar with this locale. What have you done with the sky, and why is everything so gray?
I don't know. There's some kind of weird fog thing going on. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right.
Ah, I see. Limited intellect detected. Fantastic.
Oh, that
Can
just
I take the
seemed
reins
rude,
of
boy.
your cart?
Can you what? I'm sorry?
May I take the reins of your cart?
No, you can't take my cart.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's my cart.
Is there anyone else? Is it just him driving the cart?
It's just him.
I believe I am required to show you how wrong you are in your assessment of the situation.
Oh boy.
You are entitled to get into the back of your cart. I will be driving it for the foreseeable future.
Poor farmer.
Murder hobo.
Can unarmed strike him with non-lethal.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can knock him out. That's not gonna be any real challenge.
Okay, he gets like a swift palm strike to the temple, just like lightning snap. I grab him, lift him, put him in the back of the cart, and then proceed to take his place and increase the velocity of the whatever beast of burden is pulling the wagon.
You want to give the farmer a single-use magic item. I mean, sure, if you want to donate for that.
Oh,
I'll allow it. I mean, he's unconscious now, but...
Well, I'm pulling together camp. I'll play my bagpipe music.
Oh, God.
With my illusion to get the drums and get ready to sit on the road.
Did you have a particular single-use magic item in mind, or you just want me to pick something?
Rust Warforged is what they should choose.
That's a thing.
A wand of rusty Warforged.
Oh boy.
That'd be interesting.
How did you know what I like to do in my free time?
Right? Look, we don't rust shame here. Okay, so as you take over the wagon, that's fine. Okay. I will keep one in mind. So anyway, you take over the reins. It's not a particularly happy-looking horse pulling the wagon, but you know, it's doing its thing. You're moseying along. And so, Liam, as you are waking up and, you know, packing up your camp stuff, you hear the sound of a wagon and a horse approaching. And somebody just blooped out.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
They're back. Mac.
What? It wasn't me.
I am now the dungeon master.
It was Bob.
It was Bob.
What'd I do?
Turn your camera back on, Bob.
Everybody
I didn't
roll
turn it
1d100
off.
damage.
Dang it, Bob.
Oh, you dropped out and came back, so.
I've lost my authority.
Oh, sorry.
You had your chance to pick who
Respect
was
my
gonna-
authority.
and lost it.
All right,
So,
so
did I
anyway.
hear someone say they hear the sound of bagpipe music?
No, you did not hear that.
Dear God, what is that sound? It's all my senses.
Yeah, so Liam, you hear
So
the
anyway,
sound.
yeah. So
of
I hear a
horse and wagon.
a wagon
approaching.
coming up, and okay, so I approach and of course I look forward to an opportunity to look for anybody to talk to about my Lord and Savior. So I look for whoever to talk to and say, have you heard about the great goddess Joaquin? I'd love to talk. Do you have a moment to talk about my church and
Oh man.
maybe we can travel for a while? Is anybody sitting
Is
here?
it my wagon he's talking to? Is he talking to me?
Yeah. So as it happens, Anker, as you are coming down the road, there you see standing beside the road, sort of coming towards you. Liam, describe yourself a bit there.
So I'm a furbog, so I'm 7 foot tall or so, and I've got a kind of grayish fuzzy fur, and I wear some nerdy glasses, and I always carry my tattered and beaten Bible with my old they're hand-me-down priest robes that I just kind of pulled out of the garbage at one point. So there's like patches all over.
I did not see the notification yet, PDX Geek, but I'll keep an eye. Sometimes the Extra Life API only lets you ping it like every 2 minutes or something, so it might be just a minute delayed. But thank you for the donation. I will put down to give someone something to mess with things. Okay, and
What you're going to end up seeing, Liam, is essentially a Warforged, a construct, humanoid in build, about 5'11". Bare basically from the waist up. It's mostly like stone, metal, leather, a facsimile of human anatomy, replaced with, artificial construct bits. And my eyes have a soft glow to indicate sentience or intelligence.
All right. So obviously I'm still rambling, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a seat next to where to my new friend here.
I halt the wagon. Dear God, what happened to you? Did someone beat you up and destroy your possessions and items? Do you require assistance? Would you be willing to pay a nominal fee for assistance?
Oh no! I don't require assistance. I just am looking for any sort of ear to talk to about my church. Maybe you can tithe if.
Please allow me to stop your senseless prattling. I am not interested in your make-believe fairies in the sky.
What do you mean? You don't believe in
Do you
God?
require
Goddesses?
assistance traveling? For I have temporarily assumed ownership of this wagon, and you are welcome to aid in traveling forward until we determine where our next destination is.
Are you going where there's more people? I definitely love to talk to some more people.
You are beginning to give me second thoughts on
Oh no, let's
allowing you.
go. My name's Liam, by the way. What was your name? I missed it.
I did not give it to you. That is
Oh,
the design.
I'm just gonna call you Ironsides, okay? Nice to meet you, Ironside.
Close enough. You can call me by my surname, Iron Soul.
Iron Soul, okay. Good. Mr. Iron Soul. So, have you heard about Joaquin before? You don't believe in Joaquin? We can get going. I've got plenty to talk about while we're rolling
I
down
just
the
face
road.
forward. I don't tend to regard him, and I crack the reins on the poor farm horse that should have been put out to pasture a couple of years ago and wasn't.
Fair enough.
We are not the lightest.
New follower, PDX Geek. Thank you for the follow. I still don't know why we haven't seen the other notification, but
It did show up in the actual.
in chat.
No,
if
down
you go to
below.
the extra life, yeah. If
Yeah,
you
in the
actually
extra
click
life
on it.
model.
Oh,
It's not
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out why.
You just got to hit it. I've heard that works.
Well, sure.
Brute force.
Give it some
Okay.
of that percussive maintenance.
Percussive maintenance. Anyway. Okay, I did leave it on here, didn't I? I mean, it's entirely possible. I just forgot to put it on there.
I say, did you forget to enable it?
Chad, yeah. Maybe I legit did forget to put it back on there. Okay, that's probably me then.
Sorry, and my character being off-putting or rude is I'm playing that as my -1 to charisma, whereas normally he would have just been neutral, like even keeled.
Okay.
This is his disposition is because that's his cat.
It was tested, honestly, and then I rearranged things, so it's completely on me. Hashtag pro streamer. Anyway, okay, so you two are moving along. Zeen, you hear the sound of a wagon and horse approaching and someone talking, like a lot.
Hey, maybe fellow travelers. I will get out in the road and wave them down in my 3-foot size gnome body with a hat, purple robes with green trim, an owl on my backpack, a spell book on a chain over my shoulder, and a crossbow dangling from the other shoulder. I am a overburdened gnome. I got lots of stuff dangling from me.
Okay.
And I got a bagpipe also.
Yeah, and you see the two, on the wagon there. They've already pretty much described themselves to you. So,
Hello, travelers. Are you heading to Daggerford?
Yes. Another boisterously over-talkative individual.
Oh, we're talkative. You haven't even met me yet. You look like some kind of knight.
I see that you have an overabundance of possessions. This
Of
would come in
course.
handy. Would you like to ride in the back of this wagon?
Sure. So, what's your name, Mr. Knight?
You may call me Iron Soul. Anker,
Iron Soul.
Iron Soul. I turn to Liam and I tell him, you may not call me Anker. You may only call me Iron Soul.
So, what kind of critter is that
So
next to
rude.
you?
Oh, hey, I'm Liam. Don't mind Ironside here. He's just grumpy. He probably needs some oil or something. I'm trying to.
He probably needs to take a break out of the armor.
Well, I mean, if you listen to me, he just needs some good old God. But we'll get there. I'm Liam Bogwood. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Joaquin?
wow, that's gonna get old.
Yeah, I've heard about him. I follow Ogma.
Ogma. Oh, cool. Well, and then I'm gonna start showing him my artifacts. I have a
Easy
nice
now, family
necklace.
show.
You two can continue your waste fuel mulings if you get in the back of the wagon.
I'm just gonna grab
be
his stuff
forward
and
now.
help him into the wagon so we can.
I don't wait until he's done doing that. I crack the reins and get the horse moving.
But yeah, with Ogma, Joaquin is also kind of knowledge related. So I've looked into them. But yeah, I'm all about getting knowledge, expanding my horizon.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we'll have to. Well, maybe you can show
And
me some-
entertaining people. I like entertaining people.
Oh yeah, I like to be entertained too. What do you do to entertain people?
I play the bagpipes. You want to listen?
Oh yeah.
No, I would not like to listen.
I love actually
You know
that
any
you
hymns?
guys are
Yeah.
just taking care of this while I'm trying to find where I put the.
I also juggle.
Your bodies will be the first I use to shield myself from incoming missiles and other things that I need to deflect.
That's okay. I'm big. I'm good. I'm good for blocking. So anytime, as long as you'll listen to more about Joaquin and I'm learning more about Agma. That's very interesting. I'd love to hear some hymns, some of your favorite.
As assets.
Anyway,
I juggle. I can do non-magic tricks.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see you juggle something too, and I'm looking around for anything that I can hand him to see if he'll juggle for me because I'm easily entertained.
I will entertain him with
We're
juggling
best friends.
and sleight of hand tricks and dancing, with accompanying music that seems to come from nowhere.
Okay, I literally can't figure out why. Okay, anyway, as you are continuing down the way, Teloch and Lothar, you begin to hear the sound of a wagon approaching, people in conversation, and what may or may not be a bagpipe.
And I'm not doing bagpipe. I'm using minor illusion to make accompanying stage music.
Yeah, the D&D
I'm just
overlay is in
distracted and
fact awesome.
clapping.
Lothar, he stands up as he hears it, and
If I prayed to your gods, would they help kill me now?
Why would you don't need to die. You're a good wagon driver. I assume that armor can protect you really well.
This is the 147th time I have awoken in a new form. No, I would like to die.
I don't even hear him with the pretty colors going in front of my face. I'm just.
Well,
sorry, Peter. I think it's your character. Back to your character.
oh, you're good. So he gets up off the log that he was leaning up against, and confused by the noise, he grabs his great axe and approaches the road.
Oh, no.
I'll stomp out the fire just in case we need to hide ourselves from anything.
Paranoid.
So wait, what do you two guys look like? Can you give us descriptions of what we're encountering when we see you two?
Yes. So walking up to the, or at least the sound of the cart, you see before you a 8-foot barbarian in rather raggedy clothing. Seems to be made of various scraps that one could find throughout a forest or some animal pelts, etc. With a very large great axe, which he's wielding in his right hand because he has no idea who you are. And
Fair.
just from being 50 feet away, he is prepared to kill the small religious man. Small in comparison to him.
I was gonna say I'm not that tiny.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Which small religious man? Because they're both kind of smaller than you.
Right.
The
All
annoying
three of
one.
which one's the annoying one?
So Mac, what do you look like?
That's gonna be the question that's gonna take many weeks to answer.
Because you're with him, right? What
Right,
does
yeah.
your character look like, Mac?
I would be essentially, for those that are familiar, I would look like Squizgar Squig Elf. I'd just be a 6 foot tall, length, super slim, long blonde hair elf. Essentially, I have just a leather vest and my quarterstaff on me at all times, basically like a walking stick that I used, to kind of downplay it a little bit.
Like a leather vest and nothing else, just full hanging trout.
Yeah, just Donald Duck in it. No, I'll pants on.
Talking it. What the hell, man?
I'm gonna move my great axe over to my left hand, and from my back are 4 different javelins. I'm gonna grab one and wield it just in
Brigands.
case. And kind of
I think
hold
we're
it
being
back
attacked
in
by
case.
brigands.
but he's not going to say anything initially. He's not very communicative.
So
Wait, Zeen-
okay, so you
Zeen, are you still
you
doing
get
your?
off your tree that you're leaning on, right? And,
Well,
and we pull up and we can see you. Like we see each other now.
Yes.
At least we have encountered someone that appears to have sense about them, unlike the other two of you. Hail and well
I'll stop
met.
juggling and dancing.
Oh,
You're
so
gonna-
I snap out of it and realize there's new people around. I'm going, hey, new people.
Gonna sternly glance back and forth between all of you and go, "Who you?"
I'm Liam Bogwood.
I'm
I'd
Zeen.
love to talk to you. You want to have a seat? We got our old best friend over here, Ironside. He's happy to have as many people along on the wagon as possible.
Actually,
And
actually, his
Zeen
name is
a whiz. Literally.
Inaccurate statement.
his name is Iron Soul, I believe.
Nah, I'm pretty sure
He's
it's
an
Ironside. I've known him
Iron
way
Soul
longer
Anker.
than you.
Thank you. We compliment you. You are correct in your regurgitation of prior fact.
I've known him way longer than you. I like that.
Do you by chance have any idea? And I'm directing this towards Lothar. Do you have any idea where we are?
No. And then, as he's like communicating with you guys, he stops like holding up the spears if he's gonna throw it at you, the javelin. And then looks over at Liam and is like, "You quiet."
He's not
No,
quiet.
I'm
He's
really not
he's
quiet,
very
but
not
I
quiet at all.
appreciate the compliment. Like, I get called a lot of things, but usually not quiet. That's really kind of you.
Gonna
But
let out a very loud grunt, and really just turn around and
I
look at
believe he
Teloch
is
to see what.
asking for you to cease talking, which I also concur with.
I let out a reassuring.
cease talking. I mean, I can always read to everybody. Is that good? That's a good alternative to just me talking, right?
Who's the other guy with you?
That's it. I turn around and look at him as he's pretty much my guide for everything.
Look at me. Oh god.
Something
I'm
is
going
good.
through the woods, not through like.
Please describe yourself because I didn't get your I didn't
Exciting.
get the reference.
I recognize you
Me?
as a
Yeah.
woodland hippie.
He's just a tall, slender, long, blonde-haired elf. Essentially, is what it is.
Okay.
Leather vest. I'll say like bearskin pants. So I will not be Donald Ducking it. Don't want to be weird, but yeah, I am just druid, very in nature, using that of nature around me for clothing with my sweet
Well,
walking stick.
I'll go over and stand looking over the edge of the wagon. Hey, fellow elf, there's this furry guy back here that does religion, and this other guy in the thing. It looks like you met a giant. You're the first normal person I've seen so far on the road to Daggerford.
Do like being referred to as normal, so I will take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Let me help you with your bags, and I'm gonna try and help him load up their bags onto the wagon.
Say, Lothar's got a pretty
no,
big
you're fine.
bag, right? He's
Oh,
always
to
carrying
just-
something.
Completing PayPal. What? Oh, yeah. There you go. It is working. So thank you. Yeah, I had the wrong code in there, so it didn't pick it up the first time.
Pro streamer.
Hey, thanks, bud.
So I'm sorry, I heard my name mentioned. Could we repeat that? What did you say?
So the donate thing there, you can do that, but we'd really rather you just gave to Extra Life. That would go to us.
Yeah, man, we've got some donations already. Jeez.
We have. Thank you, everyone. That's excellent.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Assuming you're still moving on in the wagon.
Oh yeah. I've already packed them up, and we're best friends now. So
Okay.
Anybody want to hear any
Wait,
music?
I don't think we figured out if Lothar and Teloch are jumping in the wagon.
I assume they're gonna follow
In
their
the
stuff.
Twitch panels, Dutch MJ, in the Twitch panels, there's a charity you can click on. And that will take you to the page. Okay,
I'm gonna
so
glance over at Teloch and kind of see where his head's at, or try to understand where his head's at with these people. I'm very intolerant of the talky one.
Hey, who's this like farmer looking guy back here?
Oh yeah, there's
Cowering-
like a
cowering in the
unconscious
corner.
farmer.
He is the original owner and proprietor of this wagon and horse. I intend to give him possession of the wagon and horse as soon as we find a destination that is not the open road and get our bearings.
So farmer dude, do you want some food?
He's
I got some
unconscious
candy.
still.
He's unconscious.
Oh, I'll
Oh.
take some candy though. I love candy.
I'll give him a little apple sour taffy.
Okay.
I grab it out of his hand.
That'll keep me shut up for a second.
No, I grab it out of his hand and take it from
Shoving
him.
berries in his mouth while he's passed out. He starts to choke.
Right. I have seen that happen.
So do you want one too? What was your name, big guy?
Well,
Which one? Oh yeah,
which one?
big guy.
I'm
Or
looking. I'm looking at the new guy that just showed up with the axe.
Lothar.
Here, Lothar, you can. I got spare candies. You can have some.
but he took mine. I'll take that.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for following. Murder Corn 3,000 because the first 2,999 were taken.
It's a good name.
That's not a
Murder
bad name.
Corn.
Like
Murder Corns.
it kind of fits with
I think
our
3,000
Hoosier
is
Geeks
the latest
theme.
model of murder corn, so maybe
Right.
it's just like, a big spender.
It's at least 2,000 better than Murder Corn 1,000.
This is true.
I mean, you can't argue with it. Anywho, so assuming now you're actually still moving on in the wagon.
Anybody want to hear any music?
This is off the rails, right?
Yeah.
We,
Sent-
woodland hippie and large barbarian with axe, you are free to join us as we travel the road looking for anywhere but the open road.
Daggerford. That's where I was heading.
Like I said, I just turn around and look at Teloch and see where. Are you gonna get moving in? Because if you go in, I'll go in.
I shrug, thinking maybe see where it takes us. Keep your wits about you type of thing.
Thank you, Dutch, for the donation there.
Thank you.
That is exceptional. We are doing swell.
Okay, so as Teloch gets in, I'll follow.
As they say in the parlance of your time, hold on to your butts, and then I give a whip crack to the horse, trying to knock any of the people in the back out of the wagon.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure this farmer guy is okay. Sit him up and put him aside.
I intentionally try and provoke, not provoke, but I intentionally try and get a rear or something out of the horse so that it jerks the wagon. Is there any way we could see if I can knock anybody down or out of the wagon?
Are you trying to call who you're knocking out of the wagon?
Well,
Asking for a
as far as I
friend.
know, Liam is sitting up there beside you. So,
Whoa! I feel personally attacked right now.
I don't know that you could knock him out of the wagon, but
Yeah, no, I'm not necessarily him, but just making sure everybody else is on notice to keep their stuff together and not
That's
monkey
what it
around.
did. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could probably tumble somebody if you really wanted to. Probably be Lothar or Teloch, who just got on.
Aim for a
Or,
pothole.
Zeen if he stands up to play the bagpipes.
I'm very clumsy, so it's very possible that he could knock me out.
That's all right. Let's move on. I don't want to detract from progression for that.
Okay.
Next
So,
time.
as you continue down the road with your wagon scent of winter, you hear a wagon, a horse, people
Music.
in conversation,
Bagpipe. No
possibly
bagpipe, just
bagpipes.
music. I'm using my minor illusion to make traveling music.
Okay. And it sounds like they have their own theme song.
Life is a highway.
Oh, great. Now we just got a copyright strike. Thanks a lot, Peter.
Oh, I feel like after waking up, Sent would have just climbed to the bottom of the tree with whatever he could find inside the tree to kill, and is just sitting there chewing on it at the bottom of the tree. And you guys roll up by.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're close to the road and we see you, my character is inclined to slow down enough to talk to you. Stop for a moment.
Oh, if I see you, you know I'm excited.
No.
Kitty!
Right?
Oh my god.
Spicy kitty.
Yeah, so Scent is like a 6.5 foot tall leopard print kitten, wearing, just rogue style jackets and whatnot.
Man, I
And,
didn't realize we needed to start a basketball team.
That's right. And probably chewing on whatever bird they found inside the tree, just like spitting out feathers and just.
Being a gnome, I didn't think I would be the most normal person.
Oh,
Gnome
you're like
wood elf.
3 feet shorter than the rest of us.
Normal's
At
overrated.
least 3 feet shorter than the rest of us.
All right, so
Okay.
Hail, cat person. Do you have any idea where we are currently located or what the nearest town is? The sky apparently has abandoned us, and none of the people in this cart, myself included, have any concept of our location.
Well, you're on the road.
To
Heading the
where?
next town. I mean, where's anywhere, really? You just drift along. You get where you're going eventually.
Well, I peer over the edge of the wagon. I was traveling to Daggerford, so I'm assuming if we travel this road, we'll get there.
I don't believe that's how mysterious fog operates, but if you would like to join us, you may find free conveyance in the back of this wagon. Preferably to my side, so that the large furbolg can move to the back of the wagon. I turn directly to the furbolg, like, mechanically, without a ton of, mannerism or anything. I'm just like, "Ooh. Large furbolg, please move to the back of the wagon."
Oh, I'd love to make some space for the kitty. Come on here, kitty, 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 kitty.
My god.
I mean, I would like a ride, but I'm not going to with that. And I'm going to climb into the back.
I am disappointed, but that is fair.
The night dries pretty quickly, so you might want to hang on.
Yeah, and at that, as soon as I hear him say that, I whip that poor abused horse, who is now carrying so much more weight than it was before.
Hey, what was your name? And what does the kitty cat look like again? It's a striped cat.
Yeah, no one asked for my name, so I didn't provide it. And leopard print.
Well, I introduced myself. I'm Zeen Toffleberry, traveling wizard. What's your name?
Oh, that seems important. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Is
Look at all these people I've met. Yeah, I got a bagpipe. You want to hear it? I do entertainment.
Oh, man.
He's
I'd love to
great
hear
at
it.
it. He's great.
Here. Let me get some. Accompanying minor illusion.
Okay.
Lothar lets out a very big.
Yes,
Grunt.
encouraging the incessant noise again. How distinct.
Okay, so as you guys are tooling along in the wagon, Burnt Arby's hearing Zeen the whole time. This is okay.
What was that?
As you are tooling along in the wagon, it's weird. The fog does not seem to be lifting. Normally it would burn off when the sun came up, but it really just seems to keep getting worse. Yeah, it's billowing, and like I say, it just gives you an odd, unpleasant sort of feeling. But as you continue down the road, it's like a dirt / gravel path you're on. Hold, please.
If I do produce flame, will that help see through any of the fog that's around us?
Are you trying that?
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. You do your produce flame, and it just seems to make the fog around you brighter. It doesn't seem to help
All right. I'll put it
anything
out.
else.
Woodland hippie, that is inadvisable. It reduces our visibility as the fog reflects the light. Cease.
I forgot to turn on my gnome voice.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. That's too bad.
Oh yeah.
No,
It's too late now. Looks like this is your voice forever.
no, I turned it on now.
Oh God.
If it's too annoying, let me know. I can turn it off.
Oh no.
No,
It's
Not bad. It's actually really good.
Keep it on.
Okay. You see something finally ahead of you that looks like I don't know. It could be a wall, could be, ledge, mountain. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You just notice a shape, sort of darkness ahead in the fog.
This does not look like Daggerford. I'm gonna turn off the music.
The shape that we see is the wall you're referring to, or like we see the shape of a person ahead of that.
I'm sorry. What was that?
The shape of it, like what you were saying, the wall or the mountain or whatever we're seeing in the distance in the fog. Is that what you're referring to as the shape, or do we see the shape of something else?
No. That's the shape. There's just some large looming. You perceive it almost as a shadow, kind of thing in the fog, that's ahead of you still.
Directing to Nolan in particular, there appears to be something in the distance, possibly a habitation or city structure. Is anyone familiar with what is ahead of us, or can make out more of our surroundings?
I bet it's new friends.
I want
I
to
wonder
put
how-
my head up and peer down and see if there's anything I can see.
I look at Liam. I wonder how you've made it this far in life.
Mostly I followed my pa.
Fair enough. Okay, that's all. We just wanted to know who did it. Thank you so very much
Holy
for the donation.
smokes, man. Thanks.
Yeah, there are worse things in life than having to increase your donation goal, which we already need to do because we are over $100 already.
Oh, that is fantastic.
So
Wow.
thank
We're
you.
not even that good.
Right?
This is great. Just
Right.
imagine if we got better.
Right?
Let's not set unrealistic expectations.
Right. Okay, so are you going farther up or?
Have we stopped, or are we still rolling?
We're still rolling.
You're still
I haven't
rolling,
stopped the
so-
cart.
Yeah,
Call it
no.
out for everybody to contribute their assessment of what's up.
Then I'll just climb to the front so that I can see. Trying very hard to put my Warforged friend between myself and Liam, the obnoxious won't shut up.
Okay. As you continue
I see
forward,
what you are doing there, and I am not pleased by this, but will
Yeah.
allow you to sit to my left. And then I'm my character like moves my heavy construct body over to dear God, to be touching leg to leg with the Furbolg.
Wow, we have a wall of people in front of us we could hide behind pretty well.
So should we do like some perception checks? Obviously, our attentions have been called out here. So
sure, you could do that.
okay, I'll do a perception check. I need a roll. 21.
21. You are able to get a little better view through the fog, and you realize that whatever is in front of you is massive. Like, just
Like massive
huge.
compared to like my old buddy Lothar over there, or
Like 40 or 50 feet high.
oh.
Are we gonna run into a wall?
Sounds like it. It looks like there's a really big wall in front of us. Maybe we should stop and check it out. I mean, I know I'm not the greatest at plans, but you know,
I
right?
How far out
Ironside?
are we from it?
It's hard to tell. Whoops. Well, all right. I guess.
There we go.
It decided not to wait on me.
Bum, bum, bum.
The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gates, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
Whoa, I don't think Daggerford, from my books, Daggerford doesn't look like this.
And you can see what that looks like on the stream right now.
Maybe, fellow Iron Soul Knight Iron Soul, perhaps you took a wrong direction.
I did no such thing, but thank you for suggesting incorrectly that it was my navigational skill that led us here.
Maybe we
I
should wake
followed
the
the
farmer
road
up.
that you were also on, that you were convinced would take us to Daggerford.
Yeah, true.
Daggerford.
You said the gates were closed, is that right?
The gates are, in fact, closed.
Lothar is completely not paying attention to anything in front of him. This giant wall. He is just sitting there next to the farmer, lifting his hand up and dropping it back down on the ground.
Leave the poor guy alone. He's passed out. Or was plugged in the head by the knight up there.
He looks over at you and gives you kind of a grunt growl.
So,
No
what
words.
are we doing?
As soon as we get close enough, like probably where the horse rider in that image that you've got displayed there, I probably go a little bit further towards the gate before I rein it to a stop, and then disembark from the wagon and go to inspect the gate or see if there's any like side service entrance or something.
Okay.
Anybody able to climb? You think anybody's home?
I intend to look to see if there is any guard on staff or indication of a way to communicate with persons on the other side. I'd suggest that you try to do the same.
I'm going to use my minor illusion to try to yell as loud as possible. Hail and well met! Is this Daggerford?
You hear your voice echoing back to you from the stone in front of you, but there is no answer. What is everyone else doing?
I'll approach the gate as well. I'll see if there's anything, let's say, left side. If there's a door, a lever, anything along those lines that might open it up.
Yeah, I'm looking for the same. Do you want us to roll perception on that?
No. As you head forward, you get within 20 feet of the gates, and they begin to open.
Ooh.
No. They must have heard me.
With a horrible screech.
I'm out and following them now, by the way. I'm done playing with the farmer man. But I'm wielding my axe, not on my back or anything, because I'm cautious.
Is there anybody still in the wagon?
Nope,
So far, Zeen and Sint have just sat there, I assume, and Teloch hasn't said anything about. Oh yeah, you went up to the gates.
I'm packing up, and I'm going to send my owl high in the sky to see if they see anything over the walls.
I indicate to Toffleberry, who's still in the wagon, bring the wagon up.
Wait a second. I'm sending my owl up to see if it sees anything.
I'll grab the reins and start pulling the wagon forward.
Okay. Your owl goes up and sees a lot of rock, goes over the wall, and sees just more woods and road on the other side.
Okay, I'll bring it back. It's just like a giant gate. There's no city or anything on the other side. Just more woods.
I surmise that the doors may be magically enchanted to open for those that approach and are not hostile.
So, as Sint continues on, I'm going to stay in the back, and I'm going to get my map out and try to guess where we are and put big old gate on my map that doesn't really show where we really are.
Okay. You are able to create a map that shows you absolutely nothing about where you are.
I got a map of like how to get to Daggerford. Obviously,
Yeah,
This is not Daggerford.
Just flipping it over and scrolling
Yeah,
on the other side.
just basically saying, okay, you're coming
Like
this
the back
way.
of a Denny's menu in crayon.
I have paints. And
Okay.
As we approach the doors, I want to look at what I can of the statues and see if there's anything interesting about the poor headless dudes.
They just seem to be giant stone statues that were carved there.
as we go by and I look out at them, do they have any historical significance? I've done lots of studying.
You would assume they do to someone. I mean, they were carved here after all. They're very big, so. But they don't.
I was going to use history to see if I recognize them.
Okay, roll a history check.
Oop, I
mean,
rolled in.
The countenance of one of those fallen heads is in that image. It shows it laying on the ground there.
Yeah, the heads are laying down at their feet, like in the weeds.
I did not do well. 13.
You don't recognize any of the symbolism or anything on the armor.
Ooh, I'm going to hand the the reins over to Zeen and hop out and walk over to the head and sniff it.
It smells like stone and moss.
I'm going to rub my face on it a little bit.
Okay. It still smells like stone and moss.
All right, cool.
And now a little bit like
back up with the wagon.
It's not going fast because I'm trying to talk to the horses. Come on, horsies. Stay on traffic. You can do it.
Okay. Are you all going inside? What's happening?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Just following the line like I tend to do.
Yeah. I'm going to climb into the back of the wagon, and I'm going to try and hide back there as best I can, or at least look as nondescript as I can in case someone wanders by.
As they catch back up with the wagon to us as we're walking through the gate, I embark on the wagon and take over the reins.
Okay. Maybe 20 feet after you pass through the gates themselves, they close.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna take notes.
Wow. They
I would
seem to be
encourage
taking a
all
while
of
to
you
close.
to
There it went.
jump back on the wagon.
I love Sirenscape already.
I'm gonna run to grab a seat right next to Ironside.
I'm sitting next to Iron Soul.
I want to look up to see if there's anybody like on top of that wall that might have like triggered the gates to open or close. Do I see anything?
Nope. You don't see anybody.
I'm just gonna get back in the back.
And in fact, where did you go to look? Were you just standing up in the wagon, or?
Where did I assume I was through the gate, right? I just
Yeah.
looked straight up to
Just
see
look
if I
straight
could
up.
find like any
Yeah, no, you don't see anybody up there.
or anything. Okay. All right, I'll hop in the back of the wagon again.
Okay, we trundling forward.
Is everyone back in the wagon?
I think
Is
so.
everybody in?
Do we still have the farmer guy with us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. He's
Yeah.
back.
Oh.
He's
Yeah, I
still
was messing with
unconscious in the back of the wagon.
I made sure he
Actually-
was okay.
Are we still
I'm gonna go
shoving
through his
candy in his
pocket.
mouth?
I'm gonna go through his
No.
pockets. Does he have anything in his pockets?
Not really. He's got like a couple pieces of beef jerky.
I take them and I put them in my
I don't know.
backpack.
There was supposed to be a
Dude,
one-use magic
Cold,
item.
man.
Ooh, wait, are
Suspicious
you
pocket jerky, dude. That's
are
great.
you robbing the farmer?
Yes,
Well-
Lothar loves pocket jerky. It's like pocket sand but edible.
Well, nobody
And
likes
Liam's okay
pocket
with
sand
this?
either. What?
I
What?
don't see it.
Leave the poor guy alone. The knight already caught him on the head.
He told me he's just looking for food. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure if this guy was awake, he would be happy to share his food.
It's a shame that no one is being left behind. I will continue to drive the horses faster. Please hold on, or don't.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Being in the front now, I'm trying to draw and take notes instead of entertaining the furball. Furball.
For
So,
Paul.
so
Furball.
I turned to
That's both
to,
wrong and correct.
So I turned to Ironside
okay.
and I start saying, I think that Joaquin wanted us to show up here. I think that's why we're here. And then I start showing him some passages in the book, trying to anyway. I'm sure.
Okay. As you continue along, let's see here. I think I have a sound for this. I just gotta find it. Or maybe I don't. It's on here somewhere.
When in doubt, push all the buttons.
Yeah, I mean, so the problem is they split the stuff up into like 25 different little modules, and you got to figure out which module the thing you were looking for is in. And then I'm like, meh. Suddenly, I'm like, I don't know, man. Do I care? Is it this one?
Yes.
It is today.
It is not this. Oops, wait, maybe it is. Yes, it is.
See, we told you.
That was
Must be a
dramatic.
good gong.
Towering trees whose tops are lost in heavy gray mist block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have a silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. Interesting.
Whoa.
Let's see here.
Are we still in that super dense fog?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it is actually cleared out around you. You can see the road and the trees and whatnot. But if you look back, the fog is behind you, and like you can see it if you look up. So it still sort of hangs there. And I need, let's see here, who's got the highest? Anker, please roll a perception check.
Music's a little loud.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
You catch the scent of death on the air.
That is a familiar smell. Does anyone else smell carrion corpse? Death is on the wind.
I've never smelt it.
Catboy, you get
So-
any bonuses for smelling or anything?
No,
Okay.
I do not. But I do sniff it.
Yeah, so you can smell a corpse somewhere nearby, or the smell of death at least.
I do not take that to be a good sign. Shall we continue with haste along the road until we find shelter?
Let's keep going. I'm going to climb in the back again. I don't want to be up front.
I don't know
All right,
any
man.
better.
I whip the
I
horse.
think we're fine.
Okay. You continue on. What is the next thing we come up to? Is all right. So, as you continue on, the gravel trail eventually comes out of the woods into a bit of a clearing. You can see somewhat distant off to the south what looks like a river and some small hills. And directly ahead of you, the road continues and looks like it enters a village of some sort.
Oh, is there any signage for this village? Is this place we're going?
And are there any lights on? Like, do we see in the fog, any like blooms or anything of indicating light sources or heat?
Yeah, it looks like there could be some. I mean, it's still
I
a
don't-
ways off, and it's still, it's kind of dark and kind of foggy. But yeah, you could.
I don't think we're in Daggerford.
Attention, there appears to be a hamlet of sorts or a small village in the distance.
Let's go check it out. I bet they're friendly.
Why would you think that? This is
Everybody's been my friend. You guys are all friends.
Like death.
That's just what nature smells like. It's okay.
That's what
No,
nature
nature doesn't smell
smells
like
like.
I'm from the bogs. This is just the way it smells.
You're
Well,
not
there's a-
wrong,
It
man.
doesn't smell like this.
Well, there is a
Does it smell
visual.
like this where you're from? Oh man.
Well, there is a visual expression of frustration as he grips his great axe more fiercely.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything. He's just frustrated.
So what are we doing? Going straight on?
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
straight to the village.
The gravel road leads to a village. As you approach, its tall houses dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern seems to be shut tight. What does Twist of Fate do? That would be like I will be nice to someone or be mean to someone, depending on what you want. Maybe, they get chosen as the person a bad guy attacks, something like that. A soft whimpering sound draws your eye toward a pair of children standing in the middle of an otherwise lifeless street.
So kids are just like standing in the middle of the street?
Yep.
No one else is around?
Attention,
That's it.
wormlings. What are you doing in the center of the street? Where are your parents or guardians?
Well, I mean, are you going up to the kids or?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
the
definitely
wagon, we
running.
pull into the town, we're seeing all the stuff around us, and then you
Okay.
describe that
Are
this
you
is
gonna
ahead of us in the street.
Are
So.
you stopping the wagon?
Yeah, I stopped the wagon before
Okay.
we run them over.
You never know, because the knight has basically could have ran him over.
I'm gonna jump out and
You
and
can,
run over
if
to
you
him.
want. You can tell me how you want to use them, or you can hang on to them and, dole them out yourself. It's up to you.
I like the idea of someone donating $25 for 25 negative Twist of Fates for Liam.
I don't like that idea.
You wake up tomorrow and appear to have laryngitis. Damn it.
Liam Bogwood is now a whipping post.
Right. Okay. I will pop up a picture of the kids. How about that?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
that'd be nice since I'm definitely running up to try and shake their hand.
you haven't lived until you've seen the creepy kids.
You're gonna scare him. You're like big, tall, furry.
There are.
I don't think I'm gonna scare those children.
Oh, you're right.
Got a fair point.
If I had
She's not wrong.
intelligence
Oh,
over 11,
Oh,
they
okay.
should be scaring me.
so as they come into better view and we stop the wagon, I declare, "Oh, forgive me. You are not normal-looking children.
It's
Can you
okay.
tell
God
us?
loves all looking children.
Can you tell us what the town is and where we are?"
This the girl shushes the boy. The boy is the younger one. He's crying a bit. She shushes him and says, "This is Barovia."
I turn back to
I'm
the wagon.
Barovia. I'm Liam.
Are any of you familiar with the location of Barovia?
I don't have it on any of my maps.
Young Toffleberry, I don't believe your maps are of any use to you or anyone else.
I agree. I'm making a new one.
The girl then says, "Can you help us?"
Thank you for the donation. I didn't see whose name it was.
What kind of aid do you require?
There's a monster in our house. She points to the tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows
Isn't
are
there-
dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side appear to be abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up.
Isn't there a constable in this town or a force that you can go to?
In Barovia?
Yeah, like, the police, there's guards, someone to help you monster fight. So it would be, I've never met a monster. And then I look over at Liam.
I've been called a monster dozens of times. I'm sure this is just a friend we haven't met yet.
So Lothar
The
just
real
sitting in
monsters
the
were the friends you met along the way.
Lothar sitting in the cart. This hits him personally, so he instantly goes and sprints towards the gate to the house
Oh, Jesus.
because he's.
Oh, jeez.
So
Follow.
I don't know
believe
if I
we
shared
shall
this.
attempt to aid you.
So
And I
I
follow after Lothar.
I should probably share this. I don't know if I'm supposed to now, but essentially Lothar came. He was out for several hours every day. One day he came home and both of his parents were killed and their house was looted. So when kids say that there's a monster in the house, it resonates with him personally. Brings
Yeah.
back bad memories.
I must have
So-
missed that in the 3
Aw.
words that Lothar has said so far.
Yeah, he doesn't talk much. Predominantly because he can't.
Okay, PDX Geek, thank you so much for the donation again. Do you want to hang on to those yourself, or do you want to tell me how to dole them out, and I will keep track of them? What do you want to do? And while we're sorting that, so you guys are all going into the house? Is that
Teloch, does he do this often?
okay?
No, Lothar charged in. I'm following Lothar.
And do you want them to be good twists of fate, bad twists of fate?
Oh, no.
Oh, dealer's choice and all for Brian. Come on.
Dealer's choice.
Come on.
and
Hey,
all for
PX
Brian.
Geek, you're pay to play, man. Jump in there and just start controlling stuff. I believe in you.
So I watched them run away, but I don't necessarily hurry afterwards.
Yeah, I think
looked at the
Lothar and I are definitely running towards the door for very
Oops,
different reasons.
I shouldn't have done that. See,
Oh,
I
you
always
pushed a
do
button.
that.
You made
Yeah,
me
I
so
did.
mad.
Womp womp.
So,
Uh,
so
Yeah, you
I want to ask
just
the
leave the
kids where
camera going,
literally
Peter.
anyone is. Where is literally anyone else?
yeah, is this an abandoned town?
Why are
Clearly
you two
not.
here by yourself?
No, he said there's lights indicating that there are some people in some of the houses and stuff
Yeah,
around here.
it
But
doesn't appear to be completely abandoned. Just this is obviously not the nicer side of town.
yeah, and 2 creepy children have a creepy house with a monster in it that Lothar is running to, and I'm following cautiously behind. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Liam's also going, and then so all the big guys are going.
Yeah, but I'm practically skipping. In fact,
So-
I am skipping. Yeah, we'll go with that.
So Teloch, does Lothar go running away like this occasionally, all the time, or is this?
Whenever he sees children in distress, basically guarantee he's going to go try and help something out. So try to stick with him best I can, and don't want him to get too far away. So I'm trying to catch up with him. You're welcome to hang out by the cart.
I will. Who else is staying out by the cart?
I'm gonna ask the kids to stay put and try and catch up with the folks running towards the house.
Skipping.
Well,
Moving towards the house.
I'm gonna give the kids, give them some candy, and then follow after everybody. I
Okay.
don't run that fast.
So everyone is going into the house. Is that correct?
I'm heading towards it.
At least
Uh,
As
that
you
direction. Yep.
as you look up, those of you still not quite to the house yet, you notice that the fog seems to have moved in and directly surrounds you in front of the house.
What the? Ogma, what is this for?
Oh no,
Is it
we've got a
following
twist
one of
of
us?
fate request.
Okay, let's have it. Either
Oh
a
no.
let's
I'm
have
so
a
not good with my body.
dexterity
Uh,
saving throw, I guess. How about that?
Oh, I would also say that it's a gravel road, so this should probably be at disadvantage, right?
Difficult
No,
terrain.
You're not
it's
helping.
$5.
Or what about an acrobatics check?
Yeah, you could do that if you
Saving
want.
throw or acrobatics is the same. It's -1 regardless. It's gonna end up with me losing a tooth almost certainly. Let's see. Oh, I got a 6.
Well, yeah, you fall down. I won't make you whistle for the rest of the game this time. but it could be coming.
Sweet sassy molassy.
You will take 1 point of damage, though.
Ow!
Oh, boy.
That's
Which is
dumb.
like, a fifth of your points when you're at first level.
It's literally a 10th, but yeah. So I can lose 8 more teeth and be just fine. That's twice as many as Paul has.
Okay. So, yeah, and those of you still outside, you notice that right. Well, we do appreciate the donations.
Oh,
so
man, yeah. Been great.
let me mark one of those off. All right. Okay, as you approach the house, like I said, those of you outside, you notice that the fog seems to be enclosing even closer. Like, you're not sure why, but it's like seems to surround you and the house, and that's as far as you can see.
So upon getting towards the front door of the house, we lose visibility of the cart.
Yes.
Like, so are we talking about even like within like a foot of? We can't even see, like because I'm on the ground bleeding. Obviously, can I see anybody else as they go past me?
Yes, you can still see them. Like, you can see
Okay.
towards the house. It just, if you turn around and look back, there's the fog is just surrounding, and it
Guys.
seems to be wafting in closer.
Guys, I think I might have got brain damage when I hit my head. Is the fog moving for you guys too?
Well, I'm bringing up the rear, and yes, it is moving. I think this is bad. Those kids were creepy.
Lothar is kind of. Sorry.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Chrono Troy.
Did we lose sight? We lost sight of the children because they're right next to the cart, right?
Yeah, I thought so. They were just ahead of it.
Or did they actually listen when Sint told them to stay put?
They seemed like good kids. Of course they stayed put.
They're totally top-notch children.
Actually,
yeah, okay.
I don't know what Lothar sees inside the house, because I'm like right up behind him.
if you look, you don't. The fog has closed around, and you don't see the kids anymore either. Those of you that have gotten to the front, a wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other fills the archway of a stone portico. The gate appears to be unlocked, and its rusty hinges shriek when the gate is opened. Oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains, flanking a set of oaken doors. And that is what you see.
Well, I'm bringing up the rear, moving the slowest, somewhere behind Scent of Winter.
I'm pretty sure I'm in the back now, but I'm getting up.
I speak to Lothar. I would say, I advise not knocking and proceeding in. Let us bust some heads, as they say.
Are the lamps lit?
They are not.
Your lamp's lit.
I say we
Oh,
light the
got 'em.
lamps.
I look at Anker and kind of nod in agreement and break down the door.
Okay.
Well, attempt to break down the door, rather. I don't know if it's locked or anything. I'm going to yeet myself into it.
Whoop.
Didn't even try the door first. I like your style.
Right. The oaken doors open, not smoothly, I might add. They are obviously a bit in disrepair. And they open into a small foyer. It is...
Foyer.
Yeah, foyer. It is 10 feet by 15 feet with a door on the opposite wall from the one you come in. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field. It is flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass.
Lothar, as soon as he steps in, he's going to scream at the top of his lungs, "Show yourself, monster!"
There is, unsurprisingly, no response.
So,
Let
is
us
gonna be
proceed to
exciting.
go room by room, clearing this house and dispensing with life.
Has everyone entered the house now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who is last? Is that
That would probably be
Zeen?
me because I got the shortest legs.
as you enter the house? If you turn and look back, you now see nothing but fog outside the door.
Oh, this is not good. Wait, I gotta take a note of this. I'm gonna write this down.
Oogie. Gonna have to
What are you
work on
writing
my
down there,
wisdom.
buddy?
That we entered a house and the fog basically swallowed it. It's all foggy outside. Look, you can't see outside anymore.
That is pretty foggy.
And we're in
Okay.
a town where people don't help kids and kids ask for help. And I mean, where's the rest of town folks?
I know. I tried to ask the kids, and they were just like all stone faced. They didn't say anything.
They're
You
like
see,
that.
they're kind of creepy looking.
Wait, you,
Then we have the giant guys running around.
I would likely blame their reaction on the drugs.
I mean, all small people are creepy looking. No offense, little buddy.
I don't disagree.
Hey, that's why I wear this fancy hat and wear the bagpipes. And this
bet
nice
if you-
purple and green outfit.
I bet if
Okay.
you play your beautiful bagpipes, that will let
I
we'll
don't
make
wanna
our new friends
Don't-
come out and,
Don't play the
No, no.
bagpipes.
and come check out what's happening.
Not a good idea. You don't go in someone's house and play bagpipe music.
I would
Right,
love that.
that's
I've never
fighting.
had a house.
That's a like a war crime, I think.
If it's not,
we
it
all
should
take
be.
1d4 psychic damage from it. All right, so who's the one who's leading our charge to this house while the rogue quietly sneaks behind?
I think it's the two giants just running from room to room.
Now
Yes,
you know
yeah.
Oriana's pain.
You keep saying giant, man. I'm not giant. I'm a normal sized dude. You're
Oh
a
no,
giant.
Your
I'm
mom's
talking
a
Lothar.
giant.
Lothar's bigger than I am.
So how big is Lothar again?
It's like
8
8
feet.
something. Yeah,
How big are you, Furball?
I'm like 7'2" or something. What did I put?
How big are you, Iron Soul?
Like 5'11".
Oh, okay. Everybody's a giant to me, but
Okay.
I'm hanging
Yeah.
back here with Scent.
So you are standing in a foyer, nothing but fog outside behind you, and double doors ahead of you.
Hey, Scent, how much do you want to bet we can't leave?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
I walk through the double doors.
Are you going to open them or just walk through
I'm
them?
gonna try. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, so walk through them.
I'm just gonna assume they'll open, unlike
CW
Lothar
Flash
assumed they were
style.
closed. Yeah.
A wide hall runs the width of the house with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
Is there
Looks
anything
like a fun
in the
place.
fireplace?
There is a grate and, one of those, what's that thing? The holds the wood. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a cradle?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a wood holder.
Yeah, the wood holder. Exactly.
Yeah, the wood thing holder.
The decorative painting follows the staircase as it circles upward to the second floor. There's in addition to the staircase, there's a door on the south wall. You came in through double doors. Just ahead of that to the east is a door. There is a door directly across from you, actually 2 doors directly across from you, and one in a small little alcove up the way.
I'm staying close to Scent.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
Scent's just kind of standing back, watching this unfold, and just following along from a safe-ish distance.
Okay.
That's why I'm staying close to Scent.
There was something. There was a shiny sword hanging on the wall, right?
There was.
I'm for sure gonna touch it.
Okay.
Okay. You touch it, and as you do, nothing at all happens, except that you accidentally cut yourself on the edge.
Dagnabbit! This
Cause
thing's sharp, you guys.
twist of fate.
Real shiny though.
Man, this is the clumsiest cleric I've ever seen.
They've bought so many Twisted Fates for him. He just everything he does tonight is just gonna be like,
I'm
Well,
just
they're not-
one
cursed.
damage.
They're not just for him. So
So, sit back here. Do you like hiding?
Yeah, I'm pretty good hiding.
I mean, I like hiding too, especially when. So,
I like kind of open up my coat and like pull you inside with me. We'll be fine back here together, buddy.
oh no, I can hide. I don't want to be that close.
Oh,
you're
wanna
nice
smell
and
that or
soft.
something?
No, you're
Kick
very.
him back out of my coat.
You're nice and soft, by the way.
I'm
Nope.
like two
You had
steps
your chance.
behind and in lockstep with Lothar, wherever Lothar is pursuing.
okay,
I am
so
also
you've got
aiding.
it. Like if you're facing the stairway, you have 2 doors.
Oh.
A short hallway with 2 more doors on your left side, and a single extra door on the right side.
I'm gonna like rush into the closest door that I can find and quickly scan the room.
There you go. So now you, Liam, you need to scratch your finger every few
I know
minutes.
it's really itchy, you guys. You think something's wrong here?
Maybe you should have someone of the medical profession look at it.
Can I do a medicine check on myself? I'm probably the best at it.
Natural 1.
Said, I think as long as we stay quiet back here, any monster that's going to come out is going to eat all of them.
Hey, Ironside, does this look infected to you?
I refuse to look at that, and then proceed forward with Lothar into the room that he said he charges.
Which one are you charging?
Whatever one is closest. So there were 2 before the stairs, which are probably closer than the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the one on the left.
Okay, so yeah, there's technically 4 on the left, and 1 on the right.
That's a lot of doors.
I'll take the first one, the rightmost left door. That makes sense.
Sweep and clear. Hit them all.
The rightmost left door. You open the door there. You find a kitchen. It is tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin atop it. A stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall, its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove and to the left is a thin door leading to a well-stocked pantry. All the food in the pantry appears fresh.
That is curiously suspect. Let's move to the next room.
So back here in the room that Sent and I are in, using smarts instead of charging, do we see any sign of a monster or any sign of someone around? I mean, instead of just charging randomly through doors, it's kind of like looking around.
Roll a perception check.
Perception.
I'll roll with you because I'm actively trying to be hidden and also look around.
I rolled a 22. I got a nat 20.
Oh, you don't need me.
You don't see any sign of anyone around. In fact, you don't see dust on the floor. There's no dust on the mantles or anything. Everything seems really clean.
So it doesn't look like there's been a monster rampaging through the house.
No. Did you roll also?
Yeah, I did. I got a 18.
And both of you notice that the paneling there in the area with the stairs that looks like vines, flowers, nymphs, satyrs, etc. If you are looking at, you see serpents and skulls inconspicuously woven into the design.
That's not good.
Neat.
I'm going to make my owl go away.
Okay.
Is there anything of value in this room?
No, just what was.
There's a sharp sword.
Well, yeah, there's a long sword.
I wouldn't touch it. It didn't go well. Did I hear there were snacks in the other room?
There is food in the other room, yes.
I'm gonna go check that out. I mean,
You should try some of it. I bet.
yeah.
it's
I mean,
delicious.
is there any candy or anything?
Assuming Lothar and I back out of the kitchen, what's the next room to the left of where we're at? Hold.
To the left of where you're at. The next room opens into... Where's my cursor keeps disappearing. It opens into a dining room. The centerpiece of this wood-paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. What? Okay.
Also well kept, like no dust, no weird cobweb things.
Yeah, it seems really well taken care of.
So, is there any candy I can try?
No,
skipped
there
over that.
is
Ah.
like regular staple food. Like you could probably find some dried meat or something like that.
Alright, I'll try some jerky. Yeah.
It seems fresh, but it's also extremely bland. It's just like
My
meh.
favorite. Hey guys, you should try some.
A crystal chandelier hangs above the
Tastes
table,
nothing.
which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale.
You said what? Sorry, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What?
No, so you said there was silverware, like the.
Yes, silverware, crystalware.
I'm gonna, seeing the silverware, even though I'm in a huge hurry, I'm gonna grab a handful of it and throw it in my backpack.
Okay. The wall paneling in here is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
As the big guys keep charging on, I'm going to go investigate the kitchen closely instead of just looking in and moving out. I'm following behind, doing it more.
The kitchen or the dining room?
Well, they went to the kitchen, and then they're going to the dining room.
Okay.
I'm following behind slowly, because they could be like, kick open the door, they see nothing, they move on to the next room. I'm trying to see what's actually in the rooms and watching it with an intelligent eye instead of a knock the door down eye.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm strictly looking for like
a monster
being of some sort in which to maim.
I back out of the dining room already. I'm moving into the next room to the left of where we're at.
Okay. In the kitchen, behind a small little hatch in the southwest corner of the kitchen is what you think is a dumbwaiter. A 2-foot wide stone shaft containing a wooden elevator box attached to a simple rope and pulley mechanism. Hanging next to the wall, next to the dumbwaiter, is a tiny brass bell attached by wires to buttons. Yeah. So that's what you find extra in the kitchen.
Is it here and open, or is it elsewhere? And we just see the
it is
closed door.
here. If you open the door, you can see it is here.
I am not climbing in.
You're the only
come
one
on,
who
buddy.
could.
Okay,
Hey,
here's the
if
idea.
something goes down,
You hop in, and I'll push the buttons. And if there's anything bad, you yell, and I'll push different buttons.
Okay, you think
I don't like it.
You think the button is to ring the bell. The dumbwaiter appears to be manually operated. There's a rope that runs up through it.
Do you want to ring the bell? I want to ring the bell.
I want to ring the bell.
Okay, the bell rings.
I thought you guys were being the intelligent ones.
We are. You guys are probably between us and the stairs.
Well, you guys rang a bell. I have a pocket full of silver or backpack full of silverware, so we'll see who's intelligent. I also have jerky in my back.
You ring the bell.
Or the bell just rings.
Uh-oh.
Move into the third room, the next one to the left.
The next one to the left is a small cloakroom. Has several black cloaks hanging from hooks on the walls. A top hat sits on a high shelf. And that, assuming you just ignore that room and go on, the next door goes also into the dining area. So all that is left are these stairs up or the door on the right side?
Where's the wood elf go?
All right, there's another twist of fate. I'm not even sure what that means, but
Colin Robinson. That guy sounds awesome.
So where'd the wood elf go?
I think
where's
he's
Teloch?
following along behind
Lothar.
Lothar of the Hill People.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
speak
just
to
wondering
Lothar.
who's charging ahead and who's there, because I want to take the dumbwaiter up and see if there's if there's a down, if there's something underneath of it, like a basement or something.
You want us to take you down in the dumbwaiter?
Well, I want to lift the dumbwaiter up and see if there's anything underneath it, like there's a lower floor.
I speak to Lothar. I say, where are we going next? Let's make haste.
If you look down, like you could raise the dumbwaiter a little bit and look under, it does not appear to go down.
Okay.
It goes up.
Okay. I will go up.
All
'cause
right.
it won't fall down.
Okay, so you
So you
climb
hop in there.
into the dumbwaiter.
Does my finger itch?
Yes.
I will cut your finger off. It'll stop itching. I can operate the dumbwaiter and set you going up. If anything happens, you just yell, and I will bring you right back.
Okay, for the other party, the door on the right.
Oh no, we
Opens
split
into-
the party already.
Yeah, an oak-paneled room.
You got the grunts and you got the investigators.
The oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves.
Aw.
2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table, surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the wall.
I'll check out the cabinets.
The cabinet is... The north cabinet is unlocked and holds a small box that appears to contain playing cards
Neat.
and an assortment of wine glasses. The other cabinet is locked. Zeen, you are wheeled up the dumbwaiter, and if you yell down to stop at the next place appears to be a door, you enter. You see an undecorated bedroom containing a pair of beds with straw-stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. Tidy servants' uniforms hang from hooks in the adjoining closet area.
I will yell down. I think I found a servant's room.
Does it look like there's anything of value?
Does it look like anybody's here or anything of value?
No, it is still very tidy, though. I mean,
I love how we came in to like help the kids fight the monster, and you guys are just like slowly progressing to what can we loot and what isn't nailed down.
I'm looking for the monster.
Maybe
Yeah, the monster of being poor.
I will use my silverware as projectiles at a later time, in which to dominate the monster.
like the Blue Raja.
okay, so are you continuing up the dumbwaiter?
Go. Send me up to the next level.
Okay.
All right, what are
And
you
I'll beat 'em up.
guys doing in the hunter's room? You still have there's a cabinet that's still locked. You don't know what's in it.
I would be interested in coming back to the cabinet at a later time, but I am dead set on trying to find this monster.
Hey,
I'm going.
thank you for the following, Princess Doom. I'm sorry, what, Peter?
No. I'm saying I'm dead set on trying to find this monster. So I am going to, since we've found or looked through all the doors that we can on the lower level, right? I'm gonna sprint up the stairs.
Okay.
Am I able to tell if you said there was a deer head mounted in that room, right?
A stag, yes.
Am I able to tell if it was?
Hey, thanks for the follow, Crafty Killer Kitty. Are you able to tell if it was?
Oh, if it was like put down humanely, or if they absolutely suck.
It. What?
I'm a druid. I'm trying to get in touch with nature, man.
It looks like your standard taxidermied stag head, like probably from a hunter.
So I make sure they're being nice about it, being clean with their kills and whatnot.
Sure. Okay, so now we're splitting the party again because Teloch is still in that room. Lothar has charged up the stairs into the upper hall. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of a family. 2 adults and 2 smiling children that look suspiciously like the kids that had been outside. Cradled in the father's arm is a swaddled baby, which the mother seems to regard with a hint of scorn. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors at the east and west walls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing youths. The 2 youths. The red marble staircase that started at the first floor continues in an upward spiral. A cold draft can be felt coming down the steps. Zeen. You open the door again to the dumbwaiter, and you see a room, a dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom that has burgundy drapes covering the windows. Furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtain and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewelry box, and a padded chair. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of 2 adults. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table and 2 chairs.
Third floor is a mess. Evidently, cleaning staff doesn't go there.
And that adds a lot of stairs.
Third floor looks like it's a creepy floor.
It feels like a Shannara story. I like that. That is absolutely true.
Hey, Seth,
yes.
bring me down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and catch up to Lothar.
Teloch, you're going up. The cabinet in there is still unopened. You go up to where they are, and what are y'all doing up there?
You said we're in the hunting room, and there's a locked cabinet.
You were in the hunting room. Now you're in the upper hall, unless you didn't follow Lothar.
Oh, I was following Lothar.
Yeah.
Lothar, pick a room.
You're in the upper floor now. So.
What? Literally, whatever the closest door to me physically is at the top of the stairs.
There's one on each side. So.
Okay, I'll take the left side.
Okay, I'm gonna decide which is the left side to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You open the door here, and it appears to be a library. Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves. You can see on the desk an oil lamp, a jar of what's likely ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle, some blank sheets of parchment, a wooden seal bearing the family symbol, that windmill that you had seen. The bookshelves look like they hold hundreds of books. And yeah, that's what you got.
And they're populated with books as well. It's
Yes.
not just empty bookshelves. Okay.
Nope.
So,
Well-
go ahead.
No, I mean, if you're gonna add something to that, that's fine. I was just gonna say I'm gonna bet I don't see a human or a monster or anything like that, so I'm gonna go to the room that then was in my theoretical right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell Sent to change my mind. I want to see if there's a. I've gone up what would be the second and third floor. Does it look like the building had another floor?
It might.
I'll tell Sent to pull me up, see if I can come across the.
He is unable to pull you up any higher.
I comment to Teloch and Lothar. This house appears to be woefully void of monsters. I believe we've been misled.
Okay.
Sent, bring me back down. I'll tell you about the third floor.
Do you need to be louder?
Oh, yeah.
You guys think that's Colin Robinson?
Now
Colin!
there's footsteps. I love it. Okay. You're in there, and let's see here. What's next to that? So there was a door. That's a door. There was a door right off the stairs, which goes to what was likely the servants' rooms. Empty beds, etc., etc.
So what Anker says is kind of starting to settle in, and I'm starting to agree that maybe there isn't a monster, and it was kids being kids, like a boogeyman or something.
Creepy kids.
Yeah, kids being creepy kids.
I love that your character has like a panoply of thought, but only expresses like grunts,
Yeah.
single word phrases.
Yep. At least for right now.
So you still have stairs up and the door to the right.
I want to go back to well, no shit, I can't read. Well, I can't read very well. I'm gonna go up the next flight of stairs.
Okay.
But I'm not like all out sprinting anymore.
Okay. Let's see, where does that get us? That comes up to 11. Is a balcony. If you continue up the stairs until you reach its full height, you come to a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against one wall draped in cobwebs. Oil lamps are mounted on the oak-paneled walls, which are carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters.
Are any of them lit?
They are not. And you have from here 1, 2, 3, 4 doors you could go through. Going.
At this point, I'm
1, 2, 3, 4.
okay. Like in a square.
Yeah, you're on like a square balcony. There's a little hallway that kind of turns. That's where the first one is. There's one right across from it, and then there's one on down, and then beside that one.
I'll take the one towards the bottom, and I'm not gonna like barge in. I'm just gonna kind of open the door and glance in, or like glance through.
Okay.
So I'm asking Sent to bring me back down. I will tell him I saw a jewelry box and what might be chests in the upper room, but it was a very, very dusty and cobwebby, unlike what we've seen so far. And I'm not going to go out up there by myself.
But wait, you saw a jewelry box?
Yeah, I saw a jewelry box.
All right.
Okay, Lothar, dust and cobwebs shroud an elegantly appointed bedroom and an adjoining nursery area. Double doors set with panes of stained glass pull open to reveal the balcony, about a balcony area overlooking the front of the house. And we need initiative.
You're talking about the Lothar party?
Yes. That's you, Lothar, and Teloch.
I'm coming in at a hot and spicy 7.
That's pretty spicy.
Let me grab my proper encounter here. Who has already forgotten what I was looking for? That would be me. That'd be this guy. Okay. Getting old is terrible, man. I'm not gonna lie. You came in at 7. Teloch.
21.
21. Lothar.
It's rolling very slowly. I don't know why it's
I like that we
half a frame per second.
keep getting random people walking on the floors in this house.
So it's 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay.
So, do we end in 5 minutes?
Yes. Okay, so you see, let's see what this is. A humanoid looking thing, kind of, you can see through it. Like it's maybe not quite corporeal.
Spooky house with spooky see-through things. Imagine that.
And Teloch, you are up first.
All right. I will try to use Frostbite on it. That is a con 13 save.
Frostbite. Okay. Con 13 save. How do I not have a d20? There it is. That is not a save.
That will do 4 damage.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. And then I will try to move. I'm assuming we're all in the same room. I'll try to move to the side a little bit to not be grouped up with the rest of the party that I'm with.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, I figured so, because you're all first level. You got nothing else to do. Lothar. Thanks for the follow. Well, okay, cool.
I am going to just sprint at it and try to swing my great axe at it.
Do it. Do the thing.
Sorry, it's going to take me a second. D&D Beyond is rolling incredibly slow. So 14 hit.
It does.
Okay. Sorry, I'm rolling. It just takes forever. Eight.
8 damage. Kaboom. Okie dokie. Anything else?
Pete?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not doing anything else.
Okay. Bad guy is up. And will attack. Ooh, yikes. And will attack Lothar, doing the most damage. And that is a 14. Does that hit?
It does not.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Then we are up to Anker.
Sweet. I will attempt to, for my main hand attack, swing my short sword at it.
Okay.
I got an 11, so
That will not hit.
And then I'll use a bonus action to use an unarmed strike against it.
Okay.
And I got a 20.
That will for sure hit.
Okay. And then damage on the unarmed strike is 6.
Okay. If you all had to guess, you would say this thing doesn't seem to be hurting as much as you think. Like when you swing your weapon, you get like some resistance, but it's not like hitting an actual person. Makes sense?
I believe the incorporeal nature of this foe is making it hard to damage them.
And we are back to Teloch.
All right. I will try to produce flame. That will be a 16 to hit,
That will hit.
and that will be another 4 fire damage.
Okie dokie.
And that is all.
Lothar.
I realized what you said after hitting it, that it doesn't feel like, even though I swung a rather solid swing, I didn't feel much resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of pause and ask, "What are you?" Does it respond to me?
Dude, I'm loving the voice.
It sort of looks in your direction and just says,
Oh, spicy kitty.
Dude, you gotta poop that snoot. Poop it with the axe.
Yeah.
That's new.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm most certainly going to do that now. He's kind of a dick.
you're being kind of an asshole.
Get him.
Oh, good. Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Oh, well, I miss in glorious fashion.
Okay. Anything else?
Just sheer disappointment.
Okay. Bad guy tries again. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, thanks for the following, Rinsel SC. Yeah, that's where's he at? Where's this to hit? +4. That's a 23. Does that hit you?
Yeah, the 23 hit.
Right. Okay, I need some dice here. Lothar. Ooh.
That sounded like a lot of dice.
How many hit points you got?
Did you have
14.
You take 13 of them,
Jesus.
and
well-
I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, wow.
You got a backup character in
You
mind?
took damage, but now you're about to lose HP from no con. Make
So
that safe.
you said a
Make that
D10.
safe.
It's a no.
Oh,
It's a
DC.
DC 10. The difficulty is 10. Just roll a con save.
Oh, all right. Oh,
You just need a
rolled
10.
in there again.
Does anybody that donated to the stream want to give advantage on one of those rolls?
I don't think they're going to need the big buff to do a TPK here.
Well, you see, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
That's not very high at all.
Your maximum hit points are now 1.
Wow.
I don't like this game. I'm done.
He literally implodes and just goes inside out.
Do you have your secondary character ready?
Oh, man, you're a commoner now.
PDX Geek is calling for a twist of fate.
Twist of fate.
His max health is now 0.
I will do something nice, and they won't know what it is quite yet. Okay, so that is bad guy.
Thank you, by the way.
Anker.
Does a 16 hit him?
It does.
Cool. He gets hit with my sword for 9 damage.
And that is, well, I'm guessing non-magical because reasons.
Correct. And then
First
my
level.
bonus action, I follow up with an unarmed strike.
Okay.
So like a sweep kick. And I got a 24 on that one
That'll hit.
for an additional 5 damage.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
That's all I got, man.
Teloch, what you got? Show me
All right.
what you got.
I'll do
That
produce
will hit.
flame again. 16 to hit, and then 5 fire damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Lothar.
Lothar's dead.
No, he's not.
Run!
He's got
Yeah,
one hit point.
I'm gonna try to back away slowly, like clearly injured.
Right. If you back away, he gets attack of opportunity. So,
Yeah, don't do
Unless-
that. Just gurgle like a pile of giblets.
You can lose your action
Disengage?
and just disengage and run.
you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely do that.
Okay.
Running as well as I can.
You disengage and move your 30 feet away. That brings us to bad guy, who will now attack. Oh,
I'm still right next to him. I don't think the shaman is. The druid is.
yeah,
It
okay.
should be somewhere else in the room.
Oof. That's a 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
Let me make sure this isn't limited to something here. Nope. Okay.
Bye.
That's not what you have fun
You
rebooting.
take 11 points
Only we
of
had a hero.
necrotic damage. And I
Oh,
need
that's fine because I only have 10 hit points.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well, here comes the good part. I need a con saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh,
I got a 15.
Man, if they had a druid with you, right? If he wasn't eating beef jerky in the kitchen somewhere.
I'm right there.
No, the cleric's eating beef jerky.
Whose idea?
I mean,
Go
at
through all these
this
rooms.
point,
Oh,
So
I had
itchy.
magic death
So there
protection.
is no further damage for you.
Okay, so I got a 15 on the con save, but I took 11 damage. I
Correct.
have 10 health.
Right.
I am now dead.
You are down
Well.
and will be making death saving throws each turn.
Good to know.
And it is your turn. So
I think it's. I'm glad we wanted to investigate downstairs.
we need a death saving throw, please.
Is that just a D20?
Yes. And I think you add con to that? Your con bonus?
does Zeen and I hear anything? Are we tipped off that there
Yeah,
might be a
you
fight?
have
We should
now
try-
heard, like, you heard a giant metal dude fall to the ground for sure.
Like someone hucking a toaster straight down into the floor.
Yeah.
I got a 17 on the roll, and my con bonus is +2, so 19 total.
I forgot to turn the combat music on. Okay. You pass your first death save. Next is Teloch.
Right. I will move back through the door to be in the hallway, and I will cast Frostbite, which apparently has more things to it than I thought it did. That's a con 13 save,
Okay.
which will do 4 cold damage if that hits.
Con 13 save. He does not save. And
Nice.
it does 4.
4 cold damage, and the thing that I probably should have read and kept with is on a failed save, it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Wow. See, that would have been
So,
helpful.
sorry guys.
Great. You cast your spell, and the evil creature lets out a horrible screech and fades from view. And we are now out of combat.
Sweet dono.
Holy GZOP, dude. Somebody else just donated 25 bones. Also,
Nice.
PDX Geek coming in with another twist of fate.
No, you have
That
to hit you every
bacteria
5 minutes.
wafted through the air of the musty mansion and was giving me auto pass on my death saves. But now I also have the
Nice.
drop itch on my hand.
Okay.
I'll try to do like a medicine check on
You've all-
Anker to see if I
You've
can
all got the
revive him.
COVID now. Sweet.
Don't do a medicine check to save my life. Do a medicine check to get rid of this crotch funk that's on my hand now.
Excuse
yeah.
me. My maximum hit point is 1.
Yeah, I assume
Well,
the
here's
rest of
the
us come to
That's
see
funny.
the broken
He might
toaster,
be-
right?
He might be automatically making his death saving throws, but he's not going to heal until somebody does something about it. So,
Well, so the rest of us have been able to make our way up.
Yes, you
after we
could
heard
make
the
your way
click?
up to there where they are now and see that
Okay, so now I can do my thing.
Anker
Ironside,
is-
what's wrong?
Anker is laying on the ground, not doing much, but drooling and bleeding on himself, or spewing hydraulic fluid or something. And Lothar is hanging out in the hallway, like trying to breathe through, what looks like a fist-sized hole in his chest or something.
Okay, so I'll try and do a medicine check to try and see if I can restore max health or something, I guess.
Did you have like a healing spell or?
I mean, I do, but if his
Okay.
max health is 1, that doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do like a first aid kind of thing and get him to, his 1. Well, he's at 1, so and his max health is 1.
So I can't do a medicine check. Yeah, you're screwed.
There's a spell.
That's my
I mean, you could do a medicine check and tell him that, like, wow, looks like you got hit with some sort of otherworldly power, and I can't fix that
So
right now.
I don't know if it's first level, but there may be a spell that will bring his stats back up. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't think I have that, but
Well, do your medicine check. Roll a medicine check.
okay.
And quickly, because we're over time.
17.
17.
Hey,
You believe
Sid,
that...
do you see anything valuable in the room?
What?
Is there anything
Okay.
valuable?
If you do the medicine check and you believe that he's been hit by some sort of undead thing, and you believe that just resting would fix him up.
Okay, yeah, just sleep on it. You're fine. It's fine.
Anker, on the other hand, is
yeah, I'm gonna go over
hovering
to
on the
him
brink
because
of
he's
death.
still dying.
Yes, he is. Still
Actually,
dying.
I can just do a healing word on him. I can see him, right?
Yes, you can see him.
Yeah, I'll just do a healing word, which 9 healing.
Oh, dude,
Nice.
yeah, my constituent parts start stitching themselves back together, and I immediately regain consciousness and snap up.
Oh, Ironside! I thought you left us. Don't
I
ever
am-
leave me, best friend.
I am begrudgingly in your debt. Thank you for applying healing.
It's all.
I
it's
shall
all thanks to
dismember an
Joaquin.
opponent of your choice to pay you back.
I know.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. Just don't ever leave my side, buddy.
And that, guys, is where we are going to call it for tonight because we're a bit past time. So, as we said before, we are doing this for Extra Life. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, or even if you haven't, don't punish the kids because we suck. Hashtag pro streamers. Please consider donating to the Extra Life link. You can find there in our Twitch profile that says charity. All of the money collected there goes directly to our local hospital, which is Riley Hospital for Children here in Indianapolis. It goes to provide care for those who can't afford it, provides research money for childhood illnesses and diseases, and it provides for child life services to help kids be kids while they face scary stuff in the hospital. It's a great program. Please consider giving if you can. You could also please join our Discord. You can find the link there in our Twitch profile as well, where we talk about nerdly stuff. You can, hit our Twitter/Facebook stuff there. We promise there'll be more there coming up. It's pretty bare at the moment, but, it'll be there. And, don't forget, follow the channel here so you can watch us next time. We will be here next week in some capacity on Tuesday. Probably playing, some kind of crazy D&D Dark Alliance game or something because some of our members will be gone next week. And we will be back the week after that with another episode of Curse of Strahd. Until next time, guys, stay safe out there and, live large. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out.